6701 Estrella Avenue in San Diego. Going to start here on the roof. We've got a architectural asphalt shingle, and general condition of the asphalt shingle is still okay. We got a lot of granules intact. We don't have a whole lot of fiberglass showing through. Other than the fact that they installed over the top of 3 layers, I would say that the install quality is just fine. Well, they didn't reflash any of the penetrations, but our shingle stagger is correct. Our reveal or overlap is looks pretty good. If I lift these shingles to look at the nailing pattern actually looks acceptable. One of the major issues with putting this many layers on a roof is the counter flashings. So the shingles are stacked so high that the counter flashings aren't working properly, and we're just relying on the additional layers underneath this roof to waterproof that edge right there. If we lift this little piece of drip edge, we can see 1, 2, 3 layers. So hopefully they use long enough nails. Well, actually, if they didn't use long enough nails, then this roof is going to be really easy to rip it off. The ridge caps are still intact. The roof's got decent exhaust ventilation. We got 3 whirlybirds on the house. This skylight is really nice. It's still in good condition. Looks like it was probably installed last time this house was re-roofed. It's got step flashing right there along the sides. It's got saddle metal up at the top. That all looks good. So one of the major issues is anytime we do an overlay or put new shingles over old, we're gonna put new flashings around each of the penetrations, and they did not do that. And so I'm guessing that the original penetration flashings are still on this roof. We can see how lumpy the valleys get when you got this many layers on a roof. We come down here to the addition, and you know, this almost looks like a hot mop system, which does last a long time. And I don't see any layers coming apart. We've obviously got this ponding area here at the edge of the roof. Really, the first place this product fails is where it meets the drip edge. We can usually go around this roof and find a failure point where the product meets the drip edge. Also, not familiar with this style of chimney. This sheet metal, I don't know how that's supposed to be flashed properly. It's kind of interesting. Looks like it's just relying on the mastic to make that waterproof seal. And anytime mastic or caulking is used as your primary waterproofing, it is temporary. And then we got this torch down over here that is in very rough condition. And the metal patio covers are always a little bit of a concern to walk on, so I'm going to stay off of that thing. But yeah, based on what we see up there, that roof, you know, definitely still has some time left in it. But I wouldn't suggest putting solar on it because of how many layers are underneath it and how the penetrations aren't professionally flashed.